Hello guys. So as I promised in our last lecture where we had a lecture on arithmetic operators, I promised you that I'm gonna give you guys a demo on how these things work. Okay, so we started with just giving you guys basic operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and modulus. Should you want to know how the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division work, we already done that in our calculator program that we coded if you check my previous lectures, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now, for the purpose of a demo, I normally don't want you guys to just learn on what we'll be doing. I believe that by discussing one topic, you also will be catching up on what you've already done. So I devised a demo where we shall take two variables from the keyboard. Okay, so we're gonna take two variables from the keyboard. So let me just minimize this one because it's huge enough. So we're gonna take two variables from the keyboard. Then as an input, then we're gonna perform some arithmetic operation on them. Okay, so let me just bring up my my command line, because we're gonna be working much with our command line to run our program. So to just let you guys know, I'm working in a folder that has got my Java program files. So I check using the command pwd. It's another thing to learn as well. Okay, you don't need to browse things like somebody who's not a computer scientist. You can do anything on this command line interface. Okay, so great. So we have imported a scanner class. We're gonna create a scanner object that shall help us to read from the keyboard. Okay, and we remember, to run our program we need to put the instructions inside of our main method. Okay, so if we want to test our program, we need the main method. That's why we are declaring and assigning the keyboard variable to the new scanner object inside of the main method. Okay, let me just correct my spelling here, and just to compile this template to just make sure that everything works. So I'm gonna run a java on ArithmeticOperatorsDemo.java. Okay, everything works, no errors there. Okay, so let us go ahead and read two variables. I'm gonna call them firstNumber and secondNumber. So I'm gonna declare them as integers. So I'm gonna say int firstNumber is equal to keyboard. So this is our keyboard there. Dot next. Remember, the method for reading from the integers from the keyboard is called nextInt. I want to do that for the second number. I'm gonna do int second number. Remember, we cannot live without copying and pasting. The second number is int second number, not our naming convention. Very important. So that our program can be readable. Int second number is equal to keyboard.nextInt. So we need to notify the user. Our program has to be user friendly. We need to notify the user what is happening. Okay, so I'm gonna give them a message: System.out.println, enter the first number. Now user knows that I'm being prompted to enter the first number. Our program has to be user friendly to let our users know what exactly is happening. Again, I'm going to put another group here: System.out.println, enter the second number. So then the user knows and press enter. Okay, obviously users should know that. Enter the second number, enter the first number. Now then we store the number that has been entered using the method nextInt. We're gonna store it in the variable first number. Same applies on the second statement. When we display this message to the user, they're gonna enter the second value using the method nextInt, and then that value we're gonna store it in a variable called secondNumber. Okay, now time for us to play with these numbers. What are we gonna start displaying? We're gonna start by displaying the modulus by demoing the modulus sign. Okay, so I'm just gonna say int modulus answer. Oh, look at that. Answer modulus answer is equal to, rather remainder is good, man. Remainder is equal to first number modulo second number. Okay, now we want to display that as a string. Then we're gonna say system.out.println the modulus of plus first number and second number. Okay, is, then we give the user the number remainder. Oh man, we want this guy. Don't even forget to do that. Okay, the modulus of first number and second number is. Okay, let us compile our program. Remember, we need to do that. I'm just gonna make this small a little bit so that we create more space for our programming in text editor. Compile. There, we don't have any errors. We just gonna run the program. Remember, we no longer need the .java extension, and we no longer need to compile. It's already compiled. We have got our bytecode ready. Enter the first number, so I'm gonna say 7. Okay, which is an odd number, and then I'm gonna enter 2, which is an even number. Okay, so we expect a 1 there as the answer. As you can see, the modulus of 7 and 2 is 1. Remember, modulus means the remainder after dividing. Okay, great. I'm thrilled by that. What else do we need to actually demo? Let us demo this one. I'm just gonna quickly drag this guy here. We said that if we divide by both integers, the answer that we get is an integer. However, if one of the numbers between the dividend and the divisor is a float or a double, then the answer that we get is a double. Let us quickly demo that before we jump to the next demo. So I'm gonna come here. We have got the first number and second number, and say the quotient. So I'm deleting this quotient for the sake of demo. The second one, the quotient is. Okay, now the quotient of first number and second number is right. Quotient. Okay, now let us demo what we saw in our notes, that if they are both integers, then the answer is an integer. If one of them or both of them is a double, then the answer is a double. So let us do it. That is why we chose to have input, because then it allows us to actually use different values in real time without having to hard code them. Okay, so there we go. Bam. So let us do 7 divided by what? The first number is 7 divided by 3. Okay, since they are both integers, the number is a truncated integer, so it's supposed to be 2 point, maybe 2.5 or 2 point blah 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 blah. We don't know. We're gonna see. Anyways, the computer's gonna do it for us. Okay, so 7 divided by 3 is 2 when both numbers, because they are both integers. Now let us make them let us make one of them a double. So I'm gonna come here and say we're gonna change this to a double. Okay, so I'm just gonna do automatic casting. I'm gonna say double number is equal to second number. Okay, there we go. Instead, I'm gonna come here and say by double number, where one of them is actually a double or a float. Okay, so again I need to come in and say okay, there we go. Remember, this is compatible because a double is greater than an int, so you can actually assign a value of int to a variable of double without needing to explicitly cast. So we don't need an explicit cast there. Let us compile and see if that works. Let me see the error, incompatible types possible, loss. Okay, I know why. It is because of this. We are right. It's let me go back. Let me go back first. What is happening here? We are getting incompatible types, possible loss of arithmetic of double to int. Why is it doing this? Remember what Java does? It solves what is on the right and then assign it to the left. So when it actually solves the right, it gets a double. Why? Because an integer divided by a double, as we saw in our slides, gives us a double. So now this double, we are now trying to actually assign it to a quotient of type int. Then we are now getting this error. Okay. Because remember, you cannot store a double value in an integer. So what do we need to do in order for us to be able to store this double? Because you've already proven what we're trying to prove. So to solve this issue and avoid the chaos, we just turn this guy to a double. Or we can do a typecast. Okay. So in this, we're gonna just, because we want the answer here to be double and C 2 point blah 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 blah. So I'm just gonna come here, then solve this issue that we have. There we go. Now it works. Then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna say 7 and 3 there. There we go. 2.33333 forever and ever. Okay. So that is it, guys. If either the dividend or the divisor is double or float, then you're gonna get a float. If both of them are int or long, then you're gonna get a long or an int. That is what I wanted to demo on that one. Let us move on to the next slide here and demo some stuff. By the way, these two, first number and the double number, you refer to them as your operands. Just to show you guys what we're explaining, this now becomes your operator. Okay, so super cool on that. Okay, guys, now let us move on to our unary operators. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with a simple one where we take the first number and just negate it, like I just did there. As you can see, I entered a 5 and then I just negated it. Let us suppose that we want to add a 1 to 5 and then get an answer. Okay, so to the first number, we can just do first number. Sum is got first number plus 1. Okay, then we can actually run our compile and run our program and see what answer do we get there. There you can see if we put 5 and 2, the first number is 5, then the answer we expect is 6. To be able to use a unary operator, because plus here is a binary operator, we can achieve the same using the unary operator. I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to have to put a plus here, plus first number. Okay, then you can actually compile your program and then run it like so. Now there is a catch on doing this. If you put the plus in front of this number, what's going to happen is that it's going to assign sum to first number first before it adds the 1 to first number. So you're going to get a 5 if your first number is 5. Let us just demo that. Okay, so be careful when you use these unit operators. They may make you get something that you don't want, and it's gonna be troublesome. It's gonna give you, it's just gonna work, no exception, but it's gonna give you an answer that you do not want. Okay, I'm gonna do this for you, and then now I'm gonna run it, and then give you a 5 and give you a 2. As you can see, the answer is 5. Why? What happened? What's happening? What's happening is that it's gonna assign first number to 5, to sum actually, before it can add the 1. So adding the 1 happens after we have already assigned 5 to sum. So then you get answer is equal to 5. Just be careful. So even negative, if you want to use this special decrementing operator, it has to be before the number that you intended to perform it. Okay, so when you put it in front, it's just saying perform an action first, then do. If you put it before the number, it means before you can do anything, apply the decrement or the increment operator before you perform the action. So here we actually say assign first number to sum before you add the 1. But if this plus plus is before first number, we are saying add a 1 to first number before you can assign whatever value to sum. I hope you learned something there. Just be careful when you're using it. What else can I show you, my fellow computer scientists? Let us take the example that we had. I hope I did not delete it. Let me just check quickly. Do we still have it of an arithmetic expression? Oh, okay, this one. Okay, so let us just say sum is equal to, or rather just say answer. Okay, answer is equal to, we want to see what is going to be the 9 plus 8, okay, minus 4 times 6, just to show you guys the Budma's rule in action. So I'm just gonna comment this one out, this block out, because we don't want to run this code, we just want to demo this part. Okay, then I'm gonna say this guy is an answer instead. Then I'm gonna come here and demo and compile the program and run it. As you can see, the answer is -7. What happened? We said 9 plus 8 first, so what is in the bracket? We got a 17. Okay, minus, we have to multiply first. 4 times 6, which is 24. So 17 minus 24 is a -7. That's the answer we get. So it shows the precedence rule here. This is the example that I gave you guys earlier on. What else should I demo? I showed you guys this unit operator already. So that is it, guys, for the demo. Please, you can share in the comment section what you think we can do best to share knowledge. I'm doing this, guys, for free. So I got this for free when I was studying. I also want you guys to get this for free. So it's really good if you can contribute and share the knowledge on these arithmetic operators that you may have, that I might have omitted, because I'm not a robot which is gonna just feed everything, output everything that it has. I can also make mistakes. Should there be any mistakes, feel free to just say, oh, Tabis, you made a mistake there, so that others won't take the poison that I would have spit. I would also appreciate if you guys communicate with me. We have our email. I'm gonna maybe put it in our comment section, and also give us an idea how we could improve our way of sharing knowledge. Otherwise, that is all from me in this demo. Bye.